Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday to you guys. Today is Thursday. Oh my gosh, there's no good angle here. Today is Thursday, June 17th, 2021. And I'm Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop. And you guys are so busy out here already. Sandy, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. And look, her hair turns into a heart. That is so cute. I am so glad to have you back. Not just because you gave me a super chat. Oh, that's super, super nice of you. Thank you so much, Sandy. And I hope that you had a wonderful vacation. I hope you soaked up lots of goodness and you're rejuvenated and ready to get back at life. So thank you so much, Sandy. That was so nice of you. You guys are so chatty today. I don't know what I missed. Let me see. Okay, first, let me tell you, if I haven't already, I'm Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop, and I try to bring lots of energy each day. So if that scares you, I apologize. And let's see. Hello, Carla. Hello, Tammy. Hi, Carla. I'm just excited to be back on. I'm so glad that you are back on too. And it has been nice chatting with you here and there this week. I'm super excited. I'm going to work on trying to get that Lugana for you. It's weird. I don't know, because I see that other places have it, but my suppliers don't have it. So I don't know how other places are getting it. So that's where I'm struggling with that. Hello, Stitching Granny of 17. You are on your way to StitchCon, right? I'm excited for you about that, and I would love to hear about it if you have time to share. Carla is stitching flea market flowers, and she saw animal stacks three side by side. That was so cute. I saw it too before you even messaged it to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's darling. We might need to do some of the animals like that. I think that it's adorable. And if you do it, please, please share, because I would love to see more of it. Mary Kremer, hello. First weekly live, and hopefully the first of many. I hope so too. Hello, Angela, says Stitchy Granny of 17. Hello, Mickey Swing. Glad that you are with us today. You will love Angela and Happy Little Stitch Shop, says Carla. You are a sweetie. Thank you so much for saying that. Hello, Cindy Lou. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Sandy. I'm so glad you're back. Hello, Debbie. Toasty. Oh, it's hot in Texas, Sharon. Don't miss the heat and the humidity. Hello, Robin. Finally making it to a live. I'm so excited you're here. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Jennifer. Tammy S. Have you guys seen the remix block number 4? I actually have it to share with you guys today. It's very pretty. Valeria, hello. Whoops. Mary Gayleen, hello. Stacy. Hello, hello. Everybody's working on flea market flowers. Hello, Renee. Wanda, hello. Okay, I'm not going to catch everybody because I'm too far behind. And I have stuff to share with you guys, so I don't want to wait too long. Sandy says, you are most welcome. I did have a great vacation, super hard coming back. Oh, I bet. Angela, let's see your shirt. So this is one of my Maker Valley snags from their sale that they had, their 20% off sale. I can't remember what it's called, but it's super pretty. My husband goes, ooh, I like your shirt. So it's got a heart with all the stitchy and sewy things. I love it. Super comfortable. I'm kind of a t-shirt type of person when I can be. So yes, the shirt is fun, and I was happy to take advantage of that 20% sale. Sarah D, hi. Last Thursday of the school year. Yay! Yay! So you get to be with us more regularly and not when you're in transit. My flamingo toes charms arrived, says Natalia. They are beautiful, and shipping was so fast. You are welcome. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh my gosh, those 4 that she just came out with were so, so cute. The bookshop and the flower shop and the patriotic truck and the Christmas camper. Oh, it's so cute. Hello, Angela. Watching secretly at work. Shh, be quiet. We'll try to talk quietly, Brandy. Hello, Cynthia. Cynthia. Hello. Whatever you send me will be perfect. Well, I want it to be perfect. So that's why I'm kind of like I want to get it right. You know, I want to find something that's good for you. I love it, Sis Tamias. Thank you. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, good. Thank you, Trisha. So they're at Maker Valley. Her handle on Instagram is at Maker Valley. And then you can click on the links to get to her shop. I think, they were having another 20% off sale on a flag t-shirt. I don't know if it's still going on though. Here I am using my channel and time to support another business. And they're doing so well. They probably don't need any help from me. That's for sure. I'm working on Snow Village. It's the only one I've stayed on top of. Oh, must be because I love snow people. 115 today, Sue. Holy camole. Love your shirt, Angela, says Sandy. Elizabeth, I got my package today. That was super fast, Elizabeth, although you're not so far away. So, hi, Sam. I'm also sneakily at work, and I have your exact shirt. And flag shirt sale is over, I believe. Oh, Sam, I'm so glad that you're back and you could join us today. We have the same shirts, you and I. We seem to get the same ones. Love their t-shirts, Sis Stitching with the Sisterlies. Me too. They're super comfy. I'm trying to find this type of comfy t-shirt to be able to try to offer some shirts that you guys have been requesting, but I need to track them down. I did reach out to Maker Valley. I don't know if she's going to share the information with me, but I did reach out and say, hey, could you share where you get your t-shirts? It will come back to you in good karma. Oh, I hope so. I can use all the good karma that I can get. Let me tell you, I have 3 stories to share with you. And as I'm sharing, please feel free to share how you have been since we last spoke last week. And I will try to keep my stories quick. But oh my gosh, these were like standout events from the last week. I'll start with the one that happened first and work my way chronologically through the week because the last one is super happy and cute. So it's always good to end when you're Happy Little Stitch Shop on a happy note. So the first story, Saturday. Do you guys ever have times where you just have a black rain cloud hanging over your head and like nothing goes right? Even the most minute things seem to somehow get messed up and not go right. This was my weekend. So every weekend I go into the weekend with like a huge to-do list and wanting to really crank a lot of stuff out to try to get caught up. Because right now, especially, I always feel like I'm behind. And if I can try to crank out some stuff over the weekend and start the week feeling a little bit more under control, then that's always a good thing. So my to-do list over the weekend is always massive. And I'm always ending the weekend disappointed that I didn't get as much done as I hoped that I was going to get done. But I had just a black cloud over my head. Like nothing was falling into place the way that it should. Like nothing was going right. So I had set aside a chunk of time on Saturday to tackle a project that I have been wanting to get done for a few weeks now. And it's been bugging me that I hadn't gotten to it. And if it were something for me, it wouldn't bother me as much. But when I'm doing something for someone else, which this is how I feel about like sending orders out to you guys, I want to get it out to you in a timely manner. And I want to get it out to you looking nice so that when you get the package, it's packaged nicely. When you open it, it looks nice. Like I don't just want to be tossing, you know, something into a box and taping it up and getting it out, like how sometimes you get stuff from Amazon and it's like one thing in this gigantic box and you're thinking, my gosh, this thing was flying all over the place in this box on its way to me. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be packaged nicely. I want it to be good for you guys when you get it. So that's how I feel about when I'm working for doing stuff for other people. And so when stuff starts to not fall into place or go the way that I wanted to go, if it were mine, I wouldn't think much about it. Like I would either fix it or I would decide if I could live with it, and that would be that. But if I'm doing it with something else for somebody else, then it's like, oh my gosh, what is happening? It's not working out. And I want it to be perfect. I want it to be perfection. Gum would be perfection. There's another Friends reference for any of you Friends people out there. So this is kind of how my weekend was going, and it really kind of got me down. And by Saturday evening, and it wasn't just this thing I was working on, it was like things around the house, like things just were not going right. And so by Saturday evening, I had a little mini breakdown. We could call it a breakdownlet. And I was like, just not in a good headspace. And it continued into Sunday, was not in a good headspace. Like I was in this funky place. So we had an errand we had to run on Sunday. And my husband and I have been trying to once a month try to get together and do a husband and wife thing out of the house, like leave the house, leave the responsibilities and stressors of kids and kids activities and shop stuff and work and all of that, and get out of the house once a month and just reconnect with each other. So we've been trying to do that. And so on Sunday, we have not been able to squeeze anything in. So we finally decided, okay, let's just try to go quickly on Sunday. We were going to do some shopping. He needed some clothes for work, blah, blah, blah. And so we ended up not spending any time with each other at all, because he went his way to find what he needed and I went my way to find what I needed, because we were limited on time. And then trying on clothes post-pandemic, let's be honest, it's not pretty. And it is not likely to put anyone in a better headspace. I'm just putting that out there. So I was in a worse headspace when I got home. And so I had to put myself back into a happy place. The V-necks. Don't forget V-neck t-shirts, please. Oh, yes, I will. If I can ever make the t-shirt thing happen. A breakdownlet. Yes, Sharon. I'm so glad somebody gets my sense of humor. Oh my gosh, it is so hot in here. A breakdownlet. And Tammy, we're on the same page. Oh, you poor thing, but your crazy schedule, you are entitled. I hope you're, yes, it's all good. Like the story ends up good. If the story didn't end up good, you guys would totally know. But so I had to put myself into a better headspace and try to get out of this funk and get back to my happy place, which leads me to my first share for the day. So how do I get back into my happy place? I make a teeny tiny pillow. So last week we spoke about how I wanted to do these Christmas pillows from the Vintage Christmas chart by Lori Holt. It's called Vintage Christmas Sampler, and I'll be darned if I didn't forget to pull it again to show you guys, because I was in a hurry today. But I needed to make my little pillow, and I wanted to make it on the sparkly fabric. Can you guys see the sparkle? So it's sparkly. Look at that. It turned out so cute. So I kind of threw everything else that was on my checklist. I kind of threw that out the window, and I needed to just have some time to get back into a happy place. And this pillow really helped with that. So I did the snowman. And the reason that I did the snowman is because this fabric from the Cozy Christmas collection is probably my favorite of all of it. So this is the fabric that I put on back with the little snowman. Look at that. So I picked a different border than what comes with the Vintage Christmas. So I kind of played around with it a little bit. I picked a different color. I did the scarf a different color, put some buttons on there. So I picked this border from one of her stitch card sets. Love that sparkle. Oh, I love that pillow. Teeny tiny pillows are excellent therapy. They so are, because they are quick. You know, like it's not one more whip that you're starting that's going to be hanging over your head and kind of at times making you feel like you're bogged down. I started this on Sunday and I finished it on Sunday, and I was like, hey, I have a finish. We're chalking that up to a good thing for today, for this weekend. Like I made it through a project without any issues. We're starting to head in the right direction again. So the sparkle is so cute. I plan to do all of the Christmas pillows with that sparkle. It's so cute. I love sparkle. A snowman pillow, says Trisha. And the buttons, so sweet. Love the pillow. Teeny tiny pillows are excellent therapy. Oh, how I love the pillow, and the sparkle is great. So cute. Love the sparkle. I need those pillows in my life. Yes, you do, Robin. Yes, you do. And Robin, my husband and I just last night were talking about trying to do that beginner cross stitch video that you had asked me about. So we're coming up with ideas, and it is going to be geared completely towards beginner cross stitchers. You guys have been asking for probably 6 months, 9 months. And I'm like, yes, we are totally going to do that. And as with most things, it just keeps getting pushed to the back burner. But then Robin contacted me, and she really wants to make these pillows. And that's all that I needed to be like, yep, we're going to get you started on these pillows right away. So we have already been talking about it and kind of formulating ideas, and we're going to try to get that done sooner rather than later. Did you check to see if you can make a floss pack for me for vintage Christmas? Oh, I'm sure that I can. And I forgot about that. I'm sorry, Tammy. I will have to. Yeah, I did forget about it. So if I forget, just message me. Just message me a reminder, because now my daughter's home for the summer, and so she can go and find all the floss for you. And I'm pretty sure that we have everything for you. But before I guarantee it, I just want to double check. Mickey Swing, so cute, and great way to knock yourself out of a rut. Turned out snow cute. Love the pillow. I've had that vintage Christmas pattern for years. Need to stitch into pillows. So cute. Did the floss kits come in for the vintage Christmas? Gayleen, if you need one, just send me a message, and then we will make up 2 or 3 or 4. Maybe we'll make up, a bunch and just list them in the shop. We'll make up as many as we can, depending on the floss that we have on hand. That would be a great ornament. I bought those charts. My 9-year-old asked if she could make a couple too. That's a great idea. So cute. Crafting is happy. Love that. I did the same last weekend, stressed out. So made project bags instead of my big sewing projects. See, sometimes you just need to listen to what you want, like what your mind is telling you it needs. Sometimes I think I do a very poor job of that, because I'm constantly like looking at my to-do list, and I want to get those things. I'm a goal-oriented person, so I want to get those things kind of checked off the list. But sometimes you need to listen to, okay, what would kind of be uplifting for me right now? So I'm so glad that you did that too. What cloth is that? Tammy says, this is Desert Opalescent is what it's called. I think it's 28 count. We talked about this last week. Was it 25 or 28? I think maybe it's 25 count. I think it's 25 count. And I think mushroom is 28 count. I stitch all of my other pillows on mushroom. I think it's 28 count mushroom. But this, I believe, is 25 count, and it's Lugana, and it's Desert Opalescent, and it's in the shop. Yippee, says Robin. Love the fabric. Sparkle makes things so much better. What is the pattern? The pattern, Carla, is Vintage Christmas Sampler by Lori Holt. It's in the shop, and I have a ton more that I ordered, because I really would love it if people made these little pillows with me. So I made sure that I just ordered a bunch of charts. They are on the way to me. So if I run out, don't freak out about it, because there's more coming. But it's called Vintage Christmas Sampler, and it's by Lori Holt. What would you recommend for me to order to get started on the pillows? So I think my focus for it is going to be a stitch card set. So you can pick one that you want, or if you want to start with stitch card set A, those are also out of stock right now, but they're in transit to me. I've ordered all the stitch cards are going to be replenished. Stitch card set I is on the way to me. So I will have the latest for those who are looking for that. So I would start with one of the stitch card sets. If you want to start at the beginning, start at the beginning. If you want to pick one that's your favorite, then pick one that you like. And then, I can put together a floss kit for you for that, or I might even have some handy. And then I would try to do, so 10 count is like the lowest count that you can stitch on. The holes are really big, but I don't think that they lend themselves well, that count lends itself well to a pillow. So if you want to turn it into a pillow, then I would recommend 14 count, because that's kind of the next count that would be pretty comfortable, I think, for a beginner, for a new cross stitcher. I think 14 counted would be okay. So I'd pick out a 14 count Ada fabric. And then you'll need needles, so you can either choose the ball tip needles. If you do ball tip needles for 14 count, you'd need a 26 size needle. Or you can get Lori Holt's Nifty needles, which come with a bunch of different sizes in one little tube. So you'll need needle. And I can think about this. I'll think about it a little bit too, and I can send you an email, Robin. Maybe that would be easier. So I'll do it that way. Any more fabric come in for Vintage Christmas? Yes, more fabric did come in, and I'm hoping to get some kits cut up soon. And then I hope to be in touch with more people soon. How many patterns are there for the pillows? So right now for the stitch card sets, Lori just released stitch card set I. So there's A through I for the stitch card sets. Then if you wanted to do these Christmas pillows, I think on the vintage sampler chart, there are 12. I want to say that there are 3 rows of 4, 3 columns of 4. So I think that there are 12 pillows that you can get from that. Please, that would be great. No problem, Gayleen. I am so anxious about the beginner's video. Why are you anxious about it, Sandra? I totally get it, Angela. I love checking stuff off the list. Sometimes going outside that box is all, yeah, it's true, Sandy. Like you're anxious, excited, or you're anxious, bad feelings. Like hopefully it's all happy, excited feelings. A beginner cross stitch video. I have no idea how to start or what. Oh, good. So we're going to try to keep it really simple because there are so many tangents that you can go off onto. So I'm going to focus on one project. We're going to try to keep it super simple. I'm only going to introduce to you the things that you need for that project. I don't want people, as a beginner, I mean, there's a gajillion different types of cloth you can get. There are all sorts of different types of floss, and that can be introduced, I think, later. So we're just going to try to keep it really basic right at the beginning. When things start to go wrong for me, I always do this. Let go, let God. Yes. And it's ta-da. Yes. Please include everything, threads, fabric, changing colors. Oh, okay. In the video. Yep. Would be best. Yep. I agree, Tammy. I'm not a quilter, so no fabric scraps. Would love fabric. Ooh. So all you need is a charm pack. So if you see a fabric collection that you really like, now I back all of my teeny tiny pillows in Lori Holt fabric because I want to support her designs and her creativity. And so I like to keep her stuff with her stuff. Not that you have to, you don't have to. That's just what I choose. So like flea market flowers, charm packs, you just need a 5-inch square to finish these backs. So if you grab a charm pack, you're going to have enough to do 42 pillows from one charm pack. So that's the best way, I think, to do it. Anytime you see a fabric collection that has fabrics that you might like for pillow backings, just grab a charm pack of that collection. Sam, I do like the ball tips. Me too. That's all that I stitch with now. Yeah, that's true. That's all that I stitch with now. That would be amazing. You're wonderful, Angela. You're welcome, Robin. That's a good idea, Terry C. What's a stitch card? So the stitch cards are what we use to make these little pillows. So Lori Holt has these things. They're called stitch cards. And she releases a new set each. I think maybe she releases it quarterly. I'm not entirely sure. So this is set B. So right now we have a stitch long club, a stitch long club that I called Teeny Tiny Pillows because that's what I'm making out of all of my stitch cards. See, there's the tractor. So we have a stitch card club that's ongoing because Lori's just going to continue to release these stitch card sets every quarter for all eternity. I don't know if it's going to be all eternity. I'm joking when I say that. But these are the stitch cards. So there's a pack of 4 in one set. Carla, thank you so much. Carla says, thank you for being so amazing. You guys are sweet. I mean, all a girl needs to do to get out of a funky place is come on here and talk with you guys. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the positive, encouraging messages because it is very easy to kind of let things weigh you down sometimes, or people, sometimes that can happen. So anyway, these are the stitch cards, and they're super cute, and we're making them into these pillows. And if you want to get these on a regular basis, just join our stitch card stitch along, and then you'll get them every quarter, every 4 months, you'll get them, because we do one each month, and then we move on to the next one. So that's what a stitch card is. You are perfect, says Valeria. You are sweet, Valeria. Phone call. Christmas stitch. Are we doing a sew along for it, or was it just info for the small pillows? It was just info for the small pillows. So no stitch along for that one, Stacy. Have you gotten snowballs for sale in yet? I want to do that. Stitching Granny of 17. I have not gotten that. It's not released yet, although they're teasing about it. I just saw the tease earlier today. It's super cute. I would love, love, love to know about her cross stitch stuff ahead of time, like I do her fabric stuff, because then I can prepare, especially with the Stitching with Lori Club that we are doing. Stitching with Lori. I really want to incorporate cross stitch just as much as I do quilting collections. But I just don't get notification about when cross stitches are coming out. But yes, I will have the snowballs for sale in the shop. As soon as it is available for me to get, I will order it, and it will be in the shop for sure. Like, without a doubt. You guys know that I will carry that. Forward. That started email to me also, please. Thanks. No, excited. It's been so long since I've done handwork. I love your patience. You are a perfect one to help us. Oh, thank you, Sandra. I did the same, Angela. We are all human after all. That is so true. Thanks for the beautiful project bag I won. Oh, good. Love to watch you and hear about all the new things in both quilting and cross stitch. Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so that was story number 1. Story number 2, and I will preface this by saying that everybody's fine. So no need to worry about anybody. Everybody's okay. But story number 2 happened this week when my kids went to get their vaccine shot, their second vaccine. So they go to the clinic. My husband takes them to the clinic. Jenny, you're live at Quilt Retreat in the Rockies. Quilt Retreat. You need to give me the details about that so that we can have our own quilt retreat and I can understand how to put one together. So Jenny, tell me the pros and the cons that you like about it after you get home. So glad to be off from school for the summer and able to catch you live, Melinda. I'm so glad that you are here too. Okay, so my husband took my kids. I will help you with the shirts. Ooh, fabulous. I love hearing that. Email me, please. So I was at home working, and my husband ran the kids to the clinic to get their second vaccine. And they walk in the door, and my kids stand by the front door while my husband goes over to the desk to check them in. And a vehicle came through the building, not far from where my kids were standing. Ran into the building. Like, I don't know what happened. Nobody really knows what happened. If the person had an issue, I don't really know, but ran into the building a few yards. Like, it wasn't like inches or even feet away from where my kids were. It was like, maybe 10, 15 yards from them. Ran into the building. So I get a message from my husband that starts off with, there's been an accident. And everybody's okay. And I was like, what? And so that's all I see, because I just see like the little caption for the little beginning of the text. So I open it up and read the rest of it. And I was like, what happened? So they all come home and the kids come rushing in, everybody talking at once, blah, 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 like trying to fill me in. The dust was all over. It got my eyes were stinging, like everybody's fine, but everybody was a little shaken up, I think, from the excitement of what had happened. So that was incredibly insane. Like, you're just sending your kids for an appointment, and that happens where, at the end of it, finding out that everybody's okay 4 members of your family were standing there and could have been seriously injured and everybody's all right, it makes you incredibly grateful, which is another thing to get your head into a better place, is gratitude. So incredibly thankful that everybody was okay and that it didn't turn out differently than it did. So that was a little bit crazy. Now on to the Sharon, you have no idea how many times people have said that to me. You really need to write a book. I'd have a nervous breakdown even if they're all okay. Yeah, it was crazy. So that night at supper, there was a lot of discussion about, be thankful that everything worked out. Somebody was watching over you today, that it didn't turn out differently than it did. So thankfully, everything was okay. Snowballs for sale would look good on Oakland. Oh, yes, it would. That's a great idea. Thank God for that. So thankful you're here. Me too. So thankful. And now we have to end with a happy story. I had to share that one with you because it was so insane. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? But now a happy story. So my little one, have any of them had nightmares? No, they have not. Nope. They were all pretty calm. I mean, they just wanted to share and get it out there when they got home. I don't know, that's kind of how my kids are. They want to, and some more than others, they really want to kind of talk about it and get it out there. And then it kind of takes it off of them. So no, nobody's had any issues, any problems with it afterwards. Everybody's been feeling a little rough from the vaccine. Yesterday was kind of a rough day with people not feeling good, but people are feeling a lot better today. So then our little one, who is 2 years old, soon she'll be 3 in the fall, we got her a big girl bed. So that was kind of a big deal. So the other day we made a big deal out of, taking pictures of her in her crib for the last time. And we got the big girl bed out, which by big girl bed, I mean like a toddler bed. It's one of those smaller toddler beds, but they can get out of bed by themselves. And so she's a really big Minnie Mouse fan. And so we got her a Minnie Mouse toddler bed and surprised her with it. She didn't know about it. I had been talking to her, kind of leading up to it for a while now to prepare her for what do you think about a big girl bed like your sisters? And how do you, and she was super excited about it. And we kind of talked about, staying in bed and kind of the guidelines for being in a big girl bed and all of that. So we had kind of been talking about it to work up to it, but she didn't know that we had gotten anything. So we made a big deal out of taking pictures of her in her crib, and she was going to be done with her crib. And we got the big girl bed out and we put it all together. And she was so excited. She was dancing all over the place. And then we got it all put together and I put new sheets on it for her. So she's very excited about that. And then she climbed into bed and she lays down and she goes, she pretends snoring. And then she would roll over to a different position and then she'd be like she was pretending to sleep, trying out her bed to see how she liked it while pretending to sleep. So that was super cute. And then yesterday I went to get her to put her down for her nap. And usually she's in the middle of playing with her brothers. They were playing Transformers, I think. So she was having fun playing with them. And I was like, okay, tell everybody good night. It's time for your nap. And she normally kind of has gotten to the age now where she fusses a little bit because she wants to keep playing. She doesn't want to go lay down. So she kind of started fussing. I said, well, you get to sleep in your big girl bed today. And she goes, oh, okay. And so she takes off, headed towards her room saying good night over her shoulder. And she goes into her room and she's all ready for nap time. So we read the story. We do our normal nap time routine. She climbs into bed. I tuck her in. I say, have sweet dreams, blah, blah, blah. And then I leave. She takes a lovely nap. No issues with her getting out of bed or anything. She takes a beautiful nap. She wakes up and I say, now when you get up, you just say to Mom, I'm ready to get up. And so she says, Mom, I'm ready to get up. So I go upstairs and I was like, how is your bed? She goes, my bed is grand, Mom. That's what she said. She said, grand, people. She said, my bed is grand. I said, did you have fun sleeping in your bed? She said, my bed is grand. It cracked me up. What this girl says is so funny. It's hysterical. So that's my happy story. She loves her bed. She's super excited to sleep in it. And apparently it's very grand. How cute. Your youngest has the greatest personality, says Sandy. That's cute. My niece just got a big girl bed a couple weeks ago. So far, she's loving it. She is so funny. It was hysterical. I told my mom because my mom was like, how'd she like her bed? Did she take a nap? And I said, she took a nap in it. And she woke up and she told me it was grand. My mom thought it was very funny. Okay, now let's get on to some fun stuff. A big grand bed. Yes. Let's get on to some fun stuff. Okay, I'm going to start today with quilt information because there's a lot of stuff flying about the quilt shop right now. So, and then before I forget, because I didn't share these with you guys last week because I forgot. So, new in the shop, Prim tape measures by Lori Holt in red, yellow, blue, and pink. So these are all brand new in the shop. They're listed in the shop and they're ready to ship. Maybe I need a Minnie Mouse grand bed. You might, Lynn. That might be just what you need. My 20-year-old still sleeps with Purple Bear, which is what we bought her to go into her big girl bed. Oh, that is so cute. That is so cute. Also new in the shop, Today is the Day. This is by Lori Holt as well. I thought these were so cute. And it's actually helped me to kind of organize my thoughts. I've been trying to use this like every night before I get done in the shop at 9 o'clock is cutoff time for me. So then I can say goodnight to my kids and we can try to have a little bit of family time and I can try to have time with my, hello on Andre. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hello from Canada. So when I am done in the shop, I try to write down what I need to tackle for the next day so that it helps me to organize my plan for the day. So this has actually been really helpful for me. So this is called Today is the Day. So that is in the shop. And then I also got for the shop, because I didn't have this before, Farm Girl Vintage. So for anybody who is collecting the Lori Holt books, Farm Girl Vintage is now in the shop as well. And then we have, is it Andre? Andre? Yes, you started to say my name. Is it A, Andre, or is it Andre? Or is it B, Andre? Or is it C, Andrea? I think it's probably A. You'll have to tell me. Okay, so we've gotten lots of new collections in the shop. And I've been getting lots of questions about our Let It Snow quilt along. So this collection, Snowed In by Heather Peterson, is in the shop and it is ready to ship. All of the yardage has been listed. All of the pre-cuts are listed. Everybody has been invoiced for any quilt kits you reserved. And there were a ton of reservations for this collection. I do wonder that sometimes, Sue, like, where does this come from? So this is now in the shop. It's a beautiful collection. This is probably one of my favorite prints right there. I mean, they're all so pretty. They have like this jewel tone feel to the prints that it's so pretty. And anybody who has ordered it and you've received it, I have gotten so many emails or messages from people saying, oh my gosh, this fabric is gorgeous. It is so much prettier in person. These are the wide backs, which I have not received yet. So I know some of you are waiting for me to add wide back to your invoice, and they haven't arrived yet, nor have I gotten notification that they are coming like soon. So I don't know when these, Andre, okay, I got it. So I'm not sure when these are going to arrive, but they are not here yet. If you are waiting for wide back, I ordered a lot of this yardage. It will be coming at some point, and then I'll get it in the shop right away. It's just not here yet. The panel is listed in the shop. This quilt kit is listed in the shop. Anybody who reserved it, it's been invoiced. If you paid your invoice, it's been mailed to you. This one is in the shop, also been invoiced and mailed. Hello, Angie from Michigan. Thank you so much for joining. And Heather Peterson, the designer, is doing a quilt along for this one starting soon, I think. I think it starts at the end of this month. So if you want to join that quilt along and you need a kit, we have plenty to be able to make one up for you. So the quilt kit is listed in the shop now. And then this is our quilt along that we are doing. And I now have finally have a plan for it. Okay, so this is the Let It Snow quilt kit by Heather Peterson. I have sent out invoices. If you have not received your invoice, which I've heard from some people like, why haven't I got my invoice yet? I've sent all the invoices. So look in your inbox. If it's not there, look in your junk folder. If it's not there, send me a message to confirm your email address with me to make sure that I'm sending it to the right place. Snowed In is so beautiful. Online pictures don't do the line justice. I agree. The colors are really fabulous in person. They really are. I'm super excited about this. So here's the plan, and I pray to the skies above that I can make this plan happen. So we are going to do a video like we do for all of our quilt alongs, except I'm hoping to go into a little bit more detail with this one because according to the pattern, there are about 4 simple steps. And so I feel like we can do this quilt in 4 weeks. That's what I'm thinking. So week 1, the video will be posted on June 28th, which is a Monday. And then we will tackle section 1 during the first week. Then the following Monday, week 2 will be posted, the following Monday, week 3, and then the following Monday, week 4, and we're going to have a quilt. Voila, just like that. So this one should hopefully go together pretty quickly. Now, when I was looking through the pattern, there is a triangle ruler that is required. There's a template in the pattern. So if you like to kind of take that template and make it into your own template, which some people do just out of cardboard or out of a hard poster board, feel free to do that. I like to work with rulers, so I tracked down the ruler that is needed for this, and I have it ordered, and it's in transit to me right now. So the rulers are coming for this if you're interested in having a ruler for it. So that's what I know about this. I'm really excited to do this, and I'm hoping to June 28th. That's what we're aiming for to kick this off. So this is our next one. Right now we're in the middle. This is my quilt along list. We are in the middle of Shine On, which I'm behind on. Oh Happy Day, which I have blocks to share with you today. And that video is going to be posted today because we just finished filming it. So that one's going to be posted today. We are doing Vintage Christmas, which I hope to get the next month out onto YouTube on the 25th. That's my hope. And then Snowed In. And then the next one that is on our list is Guiding Stars, which is from the songbook collection from Fancy That Design House. That is delayed. So that whole collection was supposed to be here in May. It's looking like it might be more like July before it arrives. And I'm not sure when the kits will arrive because the boxed kits usually arrive a few weeks after the collection. So we might have to push that start date back. We have it starting in July. So that might be more of an August quilt along start time frame. So, hello, received my first Happy Little Stitch order this week, says Amanda. The packaging was wonderful. Yay! Amanda, I'm so glad that you found us. Is it the Dresden ruler? So, no, it's not, Gayleen. So in the pattern, she mentions using a Dresden ruler, the Creative Grids Dresden ruler, and I pulled that out. And I do not think that that's going to work because it's very thin. There's no way that you're going to get this shape from that Creative Grids Dresden ruler. It doesn't go wide enough. Even at the very, very bottom, it's like, it just is not going to give the shape at all. So I have the Creative Grids Dresden ruler. And so when I read that, I was like, oh, good, I'm set. And then I pulled it out and compared it to the template that's in the pattern. And they're not alike in any way. So you could probably make the Dresden ruler work. You're just going to have really different trees. Like it's not going to be the same shape at all. So that's why I went ahead and ordered the triangle ruler because it's going to give this shape. and in the variety of sizes. So that's my recommendation. I would not recommend using the Dresden ruler if you want. I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend the triangle ruler. If that helps, Galen, I don't know. Started today with Heather. Oh, the sampler one started today with Heather. Awesome. What is the ruler? So it's called, I think it's called a kaleidoscope triangle ruler. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at it. I didn't think so either. I wait for the rulers that you ordered. Keep me posted. I for sure will. See you next week. Have to take mom to doctor. Thank you for joining, Carla. I'm enjoying all the date pushing back from the fabric companies. Gives me time to finish. I know, although they are arriving now. And so originally last month, Sam, I thought the same thing. Hi, Paris from San Diego. Thank you for joining. Yay. I thought the same thing last month because we were expecting to get like a boatload of fabric collections in May. And they kind of were delayed. And I thought, okay, this might be okay. It's going to spread out a little bit. We are getting hit now. Valeria, thank you so much. The flying pear, or I think it's a pear. That's so cute. Thank you so, so much, Valeria. I have so many quilt-alongs. No time for this work stuff, Sue. Work is getting in the way of your quilt-alongs. Will you be getting the seed rulers again? Yes. Yes, Amanda, I for sure will. I still have a lot of those table runners left. And I will for sure have those seed rulers in as soon as they aren't on back order anymore. They're on back order for a little bit. I actually have already ordered them. So my order is already out there. And as soon as they come in, it'll be filled. But I don't think they're due until July or August, actually. So they're back ordered a little ways out. But as soon as they're in, they're going to ship them to me and I will have them. So yeah, I'm excited about the Let It Snow quilt along. I think that'll be super, super fun. And right now we are getting hit with fabric collections. And so now I'm kind of like, oh, maybe it would have been better to have them arrive when I thought they were arriving, especially from a budgeting standpoint, because now when they get them in, they're like ship, and get them all out. And then I'm getting bombarded, and then that makes all of those bills come due all at the same time instead of having them spaced out the way that I had planned in my planning originally. So that is kind of like, okay. But it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing anybody can do about it. Okay, then also arrived at the shop, all about Christmas. The whole collection is here. And it's not listed. The whole collection isn't listed in the shop yet because I ran out of time. I have about half of it listed in the shop. I'm going to do the other half when we get done here. So all of the yardage will be listed by the end of the day today. But all of the pre-cuts are out there. If you ordered any of the, let's just refresh our memory. So this panel is listed in the shop. I just put this out there this morning. Waiting for them before I buy the kit. No rush. Oh, good. Yeah. So just remind me of that, Amanda, because if you really want to get the kit, I can set one aside from you. I don't want to sell out of them and then not have one for you. So send me an email if you want something like that to happen. I don't know for sure how many we have left, but I would really hate for you to wait for that ruler and then we sell out of kits and then you don't have the kit. So send me an email and I can make sure that I've got you covered. Okay, then this panel, this is a placemat panel that is listed in the shop because I just did it this morning. And then gorgeous yardage. There's just really pretty yardage. And this yardage is called post. Yeah. And I don't want you to think it's a typo. This one was priced just a tish higher than the rest of the yardage. So heads up on that. I don't want you to think like, why is this yardage priced differently? It's because it was more expensive to manufacture with all of the detail and stuff like that. So all of this yardage, I think, is listed in the shop right now. I put that in there this morning. This is that post yardage, and it comes in red, green, and white. It's beautiful. I mean, this collection is really pretty. And it's, like I said, there's little scripture, hidden scripture. So I was cutting kits for this all day yesterday and the day before, I think. And as you're cutting stuff up, you could just find little references to scripture. And my daughter came in and she was helping me fold. And it was this fabric right here that has the entire Christmas story verse from the Bible written out. And she started reading it. She didn't know, what we were cutting up or anything. And she saw the words and she started to read it. And she was like, huh. I said, what is it? What are you reading? And she goes, it's the Christmas story from the Bible. And I was like, isn't that cool? And she goes, that is cool. So there are all sorts of references to scripture in here. Okay, there are my Post-it notes. So this kit is not here yet. This is a box kit, so that's always going to come a little bit later. So this is Tidings of Great Joy. If you've reserved that, we don't have it yet. But where are the other ones? Oh, here they are. These two have been invoiced and are ready to ship. So this one is called All About Christmas Quilt Kit. If you reserve this with us, the invoices have been sent. And as soon as the invoice gets paid, we will get it shipped out to you. This one is called Christmas 9 Patch. It's super cute. And we have some of these left in the shop if anybody wants to order. So we are not sold out of this one. This one is still available and it's in the shop and can ship immediately. So that is all about Christmas. And while I'm talking about that, I will show you, see, like this right here is our Christmas 9 Patch kit. So you get the pattern, you get all of this beautiful fabric, and you get a jelly roll from the All About Christmas collection. So that's our Christmas 9 Patch kit, ready to ship. Sorry for the reach over. This one is the All About Christmas kit. And this is not messing around. This was a lot of cuts of fabric for a quilt kit. Oh my gosh, it was a lot of cuts. So you get all of this fabric in this quilt kit. And I think I just sold the last one this morning. But I have some people who are waiting to pay their invoices. So who knows if I might have a few available. We'll see if those people follow through. I usually like to give a really good amount of time, like a month or so, to give people time. And then that's going to lead us into some other, don't go anywhere. Okay. We have All About Christmas Fat Quarter Bundles listed in the shop. So pretty. So those are in the shop. And now this is Snowed In Stuff by Heather Peterson. So we have fat quarter bundles of that. We have roly-polies or jelly rolls of the Snowed In. And then this is the Let It Snow quilt kit. This is the quilt along that we're going to be doing. So I'm excited to have those cut up and ready to go. This I still have available in the shop. So this is able to be ordered. It's called Super Snowflake. And this is the kit. Look at that fabric. I mean, both of these are so pretty. So this is the Snowflake, Super Snowflake quilt kit. And I have that listed in the shop. And then guess what else arrived this week? Who can name the collection? That is very cool, says Sharon. That fabric is so gorgeous, says Morgan. Somebody must be able to name this collection. So the pre-cuts arrived this week. The yardage is not here yet. Merry and Bright, says Sandy. That's right. So this is Merry and Bright by me and my sister Designs. Again, like I said, the pre-cuts are here. The yardage is not here. So the complete collection is coming to Happy Little Stitch Shop. And so once the yardage gets here, I'll get it listed in the shop. We did not have quilt kits for this collection. So I'm going to have yardage till cows come home because I'm not using any of it to cut up any kits. However, I love this collection so much. We have layer cakes, we have mini charms, we have charm packs, we have fat quarter bundles. If you reserved a fat quarter bundle, all those invoices have been sent and fat quarter bundles have been mailed if they've been paid. So we have fat quarter bundles. I love this collection so much that I am on the hunt for a quilt pattern that would work wonderfully with this collection. So the one that comes to mind is called Brightly by Cluck Cluck Sew. I love that quilt pattern. Like, I really love that quilt pattern. And so I was thinking, I wonder if I could turn it into a Christmas quilt with this collection. I don't know. But if I do, I would love for people to just kind of, you know, by the seat of their pants, purchase yardage and make it with me. Not as like an organized quilt along that Happy Little Stitch Shop is doing, but just like, oh, I like that. I want to make it too. And join me. I have to leave now, but wanted to tell you how helpful your tutorial for the oh, good. So Simple Shapes Block 3 was for me. You really clarified a lot of what Lori demonstrated. Oh, that is so good to hear, Gayleen. Thank you so much for saying that. Did you guys see the So Simple Shape Remix Block 3 tutorial? I really hope that that was helpful to people because it felt like, why am I doing this? I mean, Lori already did a video, so why am I doing a video? That's kind of what I felt like. And I felt like I don't want to post it. Like, we did it. We took a lot of time to put it together. And because it was kind of a lengthy process, and so it makes the video longer, I thought, I don't want to post this. What am I doing? Like, I don't have any business posting this. And my sales rep from Riley Bike Design was like, yes, you do. You're selling kits for that. So you're trying to, like, you know, help people who are purchasing your kit, you know. Yes, you have a reason to post it. And I was like, okay. So I did it. So I hope that it was helpful, because if I get feedback that it wasn't really necessary, then I probably won't take time to do it in the future. But if it is helpful to people, like Gayleen just said, that was really nice of you to say and helpful for me to hear, then I will try to make sure that I do it for each block, each month. Marion Bright Fat Quarter Bundle arrives tomorrow, says Debbie. Tammy S says my Fat Quarter Bundle is on the way. Con Street shows off fabric too. Ooh, I need to look that up, Jenny. Yes, I'm getting closer to being brave enough to try it. Are you talking about the applique, the remix, Stacy? You should just jump in and try it. I think you're going to like it. I think, and I say that about everybody, I think anybody who tries applique, especially Lori Holt's method, is going to like it. And then you get to work your way up to making all of those beautiful things that Lori is making. Like, you don't have to sit back and say, oh, I really like that, but is it applique? Because if it's applique, then I can't do it, or I don't want to do it, or I don't feel comfortable doing it. Like, I want to take away that roadblock for people. I want people to be like, oh, wow, Lori came out with a really cute design. And guess what? I'm going to make it because I can. And I don't have to think about or worry about if it's applique or something else, because I can do it. So I want that roadblock to be erased for people. I worked with my remix along with you. It was so much fun. Oh, great. Stitching Granny of 17. I'm so glad to hear that. Yep, says Stacy. Oh, good. Your videos are concise and you clarify her process beautifully. Oh, good. Thank you, Debbie. Yes, your videos help so much. You break down so much more for visual learners. Oh, good. Don't be a chicken. Although that's my animal. So be a chicken with me. I like to refer to it now as a mother hen. I think one time I said rooster, but I'm not a rooster. Not a rooster. Mother hen. Marion Bright. Yes, you are right, Sue. Okay, so the other thing that we have, we are getting a lot of people signing up for Stitching with Lori, and I am super excited about it. I'm going to be sending out an email, hopefully within the next week or so, to kind of get prepared for July, for the big kickoff in July. You absolutely did say, I did say rooster. And later on, I was like, I'm not a boy. So I'm not a rooster. And then I was like, mother hen. Although when I was in high school and my mom picked that thing for me. And the reason people have been so confused, they're like, why did your mom assign you animals? I don't understand. Why is that happening? Hi, Teresa. So glad you are on. And so here's the thing. So I think my mom thought that it would be fun because my older siblings were like venturing out into the world and getting places of their own. And so she picked an animal and then kind of gifted them those things to decorate their kitchen or whatever in their new homes. And so since she was doing it for the older siblings, she just did it for everybody. So for me, when I was in high school, I was like, Ma, I'm a chicken? Like, that's how you see me? I'm a chicken? And she was like, oh, Angela, no, it's not like that. It's just, she's explaining it. But now it's so appropriate. Like, it just fits. It's good. You absolutely did say rooster. You be a rooster if you want to. I will. Could I be any more of a mother hen? Okay. So the other thing is, for people who were waiting for more kits of this to be available, I received the rest of the stuff I needed to make more Hello Spring kits by Sweetwater. This is from their spring chicken fabric collection. See, we're talking about chickens. So there's more of this available. This is listed in the shop. And anybody who reserved this, all of the invoices have been sent, and there might be a couple left in the shop and listed in the shop. This is the Cluck quilt kit from Sweetwater, featuring their spring chicken fabric collection. So both of those are in the shop. And then really quick, I also wanted to tell you guys, because this was sold out for a while, I have restocked the Stars and Stripes quilt kit by My Mind's Eye, featuring the pattern design by Melanie Colette. And this is using the Land of Liberty fabric collection from My Mind's Eye. So this is restocked. It makes this quilt. So I have just a few more of those left in the shop. So pretty. That collection is so pretty. Angela, if you would have had the correct glasses on, oh my gosh, Sharon, you would have remembered. Yes, it is amazing how eyeglass prescriptions can impact so many aspects of your brain, like hearing, vision, memory, just overall attitude in general. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Okay, then I've had questions about this. Be Happy Quilt. We are doing a quilt along, which is starting in March 2022. I'm very excited about it. This is the Be Happy booklet that Lori just released. This is brand new. She just released it, and it is in the shop. But here is some information to clarify things. Number one, yes, Lori had on her blog a Be Happy, what does she call that? Guide, a Be Happy Quilt Along guide, sew along guide. She had that on her blog. So this is a more up-to-date version of what's in there. So there are lots more pictures in here. There's more fabric information. I think some fabrics have been updated in this book, if I'm not mistaken, so that you can access the fabrics that are available now instead of what was available at the time that she originally did this back in 2008. So this provides updated information and lots more pictures for you to just drool over. So that's what this is about. So it's more up to date than her sew along guide is on her blog. Number two, this is not included in the Be Happy Quilt Along quilt kit. It will be an add-on because some people couldn't wait and they wanted to get this book right away. And so they have ordered the book to have, and so they just need the kit. But you're more than welcome to just wait if you want the book shipped with your kit at the end of February. I'd be happy to do that. So at the time of invoicing, you just need to mention to me, hey, can you add the book on? I will be sure that I have enough in the shop to cover everybody who has a kit. And so just mention to me, hey, I need the book. Can you add it on to my invoice? And then I'll add it on and resend your invoice and you'll be all set. And I will also have backing. I will have all the supplies needed for this. It's going to be fabulous. So that's the Be Happy quilt. And that quilt along is starting in March 2022. And if you want to join us, you can reserve your spot at happylittlestitchshop.com. Search for Be Happy Quilt Kit. Yes, absolutely. Glasses affect attitude. I'd better buy some of Lord. It's been widely reported that glasses can affect attitude. Yes, it's true. You heard it here first, along with Nathan Hale's Lawn and the Drought of 1776. I speak only factual information. I'm just joking. Is that book easier to follow than the blog? I know you really have to know her patterns to follow the blog post. I've done it a couple of times, but it's hard. I feel like this, just from thumbing through it, yes. It's written like a pattern. So it's going to be a lot easier. Each block is written like a pattern in here with instructions. I think this is going to be, this has so much more information than the sew along guides do. Absolutely, for sure. Because this is meant to be a standalone thing, so people buy the booklet and then you should be able to make this quilt. For the sew along guide, it's not, it's meant to go along with her posts on her blog that she does every week, but this is a standalone thing and it has instruction in it. You're going to get a lot more from that book than you will get from her sew along guide. Is Cluck applique? Yes. Yes, it is, Renee. When do we have to sign up for Be Happy? So I was just talking to my sales rep about that this week. And, before I forget, don't let me forget to answer that question, Tammy. But before I forget, right now, okay, so we have so many collections coming. So I really hope you guys need to buy fabric because, like I said, like I just showed you, we just received Snowed In. We received Merry and Bright. We received All About Christmas. Recently, we received Spring Chicken. On the way to me right now is Pumpkins and Blossoms by Fig Tree. The entire collection is on the way to me now. Also on the way to me right now is the entire Be Basics collection by Lori Holt. We are now going to be carrying the entire Be Basics collection. I can't wait. I'm so excited. But I'm a little freaked out because I have literally 175 bolts arriving next week. And it's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Like I'm trying not to sweat. It's kind of making me nervous. So Be Basics are coming. We will have them in the shop on a regular basis. Be Cross Stitch is also in transit to me. That is going to be in the shop on a regular basis. So I'm trying to get all of these things into the shop to have available for you guys. So I'm really excited about it. I'm also very nervous, but I'm really excited and a little bit nervous. So when do we have to sign up for Be Happy? So she said that I should order stuff. There's like a 4-month turnaround. So, that would be November. I mean, I should probably try to have your reservations in by the end of the summer, because at that point, I'm probably going to need to get an order submitted and cap it at that point, cap the reservations that I can offer at that point to be sure that we're not waiting on any stuff. I want to leave enough of a cushion. I might even do it at the end of July. And then if there's enough of a demand, I might just have to add to that order if I can. So sooner rather than later is better. For sure, try to have your reservation in by the end of July just to be safe. So there's a roundabout answer for you. When will Be Basics arrive? Next week. And then it's just a matter of me getting 175 bolts listed online. So it might take a little bit of time, but they should arrive next week, Stacy. Yay for Be Basics. I know, I'm excited. And Be Backgrounds will be coming, but those are back ordered, so those won't arrive until fall. So September-ish timeframe, September, October timeframe for the bee backgrounds, but those will also be in the shop starting in the fall on a regular basis. We will wipe out your new supply of fabrics. I hope so. Oh my gosh, it makes me so nervous. I mean, it just makes me nervous, you know, because there's no, I don't know. It just makes me nervous. It's a lot. And I think I'm still of the mentality when we first started this, and every single order we placed, regardless of how minimal it was, I was like, oh my gosh, we're placing this order and I'm so nervous about it. And are we going to be able to pay it? And I don't like financial stressors stress me out. And so I'm still a little bit in that mindset, even though we've grown by so much. And so I think that I'm like I was talking to this guy yesterday who's helping me out with some website issues that I was having. And he was looking at my storefront from the backside and he goes, wow, you are a really reputable store based on like what he was seeing and our numbers. And I was like, thank you. But I don't feel established yet. I don't feel stable. And so that's always in my mind. The more and more stuff we order, it always causes me a little bit of anxiety, which I don't think is a bad thing, because if you get too comfortable, then I think, you know, that's not really good either. So I don't think that it's a bad thing to have some of that anxiety. It makes you really work towards, you know, being able to pay all that stuff off. But I think it will all be just fine. I think my anxiety is not warranted, really, but it still is a little anxiety inducing. Yes. Okay, I missed some of this. Love that you're going, yes, so I will have all of the basics in the shop. So that's exciting. You are working on moving your family out, aren't you? A storefront may be in your future sooner than you were hoping for. I know. And that opens up a whole other can of like overhead, and I don't know. Like, we definitely want to keep growing. And right now we're starting to kind of wrap our head around what that's going to look like, you know, because we want to keep going. We just want to keep going. I mean, like I said, right now we're putting everything back into the shop. We're not taking anything away from it for our family. Like, we're not making anything from the shop. Like, $0 are coming to our family. 0. 100% of it is going back into the shop and into building the business. So we're really, really excited about that. We really want to keep it going, and we're being kind of aggressive about it. But, you know, along with that, and along with the happiness of growth, like, it's a great problem to have, but we have to kind of keep up with it. And so that's what we're trying to wrap our heads around now. 175 bolts of fabric. I can't even begin to think how much that is, but oh, how wonderful. My last name, Han, means rooster in Dutch. It does, Brandy? That is so funny. See, that should be your animal too, which is why you're going to make that quilt with us. It's the chicken salad quilt. It's great. We have one place to get everything. I was confusing bee basics with bee backgrounds. Yes. So I will have all of it eventually. Basics, backgrounds, bee stitch. It's all going to be here. Do you have the Kaleidoscope book order? No. So I have not heard that it's available yet. Last I heard that it was due in June, but so it was originally due in March. It got pushed back to June. And I have not heard that it's available yet. So there's still a reservation on the website. And as soon as I know that it's available to order, the Kaleidoscope book, then by Lori Holt, then I will order it right away and get it in the shop. But I've not been notified that it's available yet. And if it is available, I'm going to be a little upset, because I just placed a massive order and I could have had that shipped with that order. So I wish I would have known. Of all that when it comes in, so we can drool over it. I will try to do that. I second that about pictures. I just can't imagine the volume. I wonder if we're going to have a place to be able to take a picture right now. So we just added 3 new shelving units to the shop, and I'm not sure we're going to have enough room for everything that's coming next week. You are established. I order something every month. Oh, thank you, Lynn. And yes, you do. I so appreciate the loyalty that this customer base has. Like, you guys are great. This community is great. And what's really awesome is that my kids and my family are familiar with you. Like, when my mom's here helping, she'll look and she'll go, oh, this is so and so. How is she? And what's going on with her? You know, like, people ask about how different people in this community are doing. We all love to buy fabric, says Sue. You're human. Of course you are going to worry. Yes. I've only been here twice after I saw you as a newbie on Instagram and think you're awesome. I love that you're so down to earth. Thank you, Wanda. I hope so. I mean, I just don't think I know how to be any other way. And here is a community who appreciates that. I have not always been a part of communities who appreciate that. Like, it's just, I am who I am. That would be cool if you eventually open up a brick and mortar. It is wonderful when you can actually see and touch and feel the fabrics in person. That is true. It was just released. Oh, it was, Morgan. I wish that communication would have gone out to shops. I'm so happy for you. And I think a little anxiety is justified. You never know what can happen. Yes, that is so true, Sandy. Having the anxiety keeps you grounded and planning for the future without flopping. I hope so. Be happy. Is Be Happy the item for the discount for July? No. My Happy Place quilt kit is the discount item for July, for next month. So the My Happy Place quilt kit, that it features the collection that she's releasing in July. So we did that on purpose because it's a collection release month. So during collection release months, I would like to, if possible, offer kind of a bigger item as a discount. And so that's going to be the discount for July. And then I haven't figured out what the stitch kit discount will be. Although if she's coming out with a new cross stitch in July, I don't know. I got to think about that. I got to run some numbers and figure that out. I'm slow, but did I see a flea market quilt pattern book? Yes, you did. Yeah, so there's Kaleidoscope, and then there's also a flea market book that's coming out, and I will have both of those once they release. If I find out when they release, I will have them. I'm always buying from Angela too. Thank you, Sandy. Yes, you are, and I so appreciate it. Our whole family does. I will say that until all the live long day. Our family so appreciates it. You have no idea. I buy from Angela once or twice a week, says Tammy. Your shop is the best, says Melinda. Your customer service and packaging is so good. Other businesses should take pointers from you. No, shh, we want to keep it a secret, Melinda. Only tell other shoppers. Don't tell other businesses. Tammy S., and I'm supposed to be on a budget. Morgan, there is a flea market book. It hasn't been released yet. Tammy S. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so we are going to need to start wrapping this up a little bit, but I wanted to share with you the remix block 4 is this one. Lori just released it, or it was just released yesterday. This is remix block 4. So this is what we'll be working on in July, which is so cute. I love it. It's perfect. So I'm going to start gathering all the stuff that I need for that. And just a reminder, remix block 3, which is this one. We did a tutorial, so this is out on our YouTube channel for how to make this. I hope to finish it very soon because I really want to hang this up. I come in here and I look at it because you're going to think I'm crazy. But sometimes I come in just to look at it at night before I go to bed. I'm like, oh, that's such a happy block. And I was so like it. Like, I just like it. And so I really want to finish it and get it hanging up on the wall. So my hope is to finish this soon. And I think one of the things that has me dragging my feet is that I typically like to hand applique. But I have to buy from some other places, Tammy or Debbie. I feel like I'm cheating on you if I have to buy from some other place. I agree with Sandy. I am so happy for you, says Sharon. I understand the anxiety, but we thank you. You are so caring and helpful to your clients. You're awesome. I am trying to buy too. I will keep doing so. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, Sharon. I'm late, so I can't wait to see this video from the start. Okay, that is just beautiful. I love it, Sam. Budget, that went out the window once I found Angela, says Sandy. Budget, do we need new shapes for block 4? So yes, you do. I believe that they use Cozy Christmas is one of them. And Autumn Love. So if you already have Autumn Love, you're good. If you don't have Cozy Christmas yet, you'll need to get that. So Autumn Love and Cozy Christmas is used for block 4. But here's the story with this block. So I always like to hand applique. That's what I've always done. Machine applique actually makes me a little bit nervous. I feel like I don't have as much control over the needle, but I feel like I am falling further and further behind on everything. And so I need to pick up machine applique and machine binding. I like to hand bind as well. I like to do handwork, but I feel like if I'm going to keep up, I need to switch over to machine. So with machine, when I hand bind, I can oftentimes hide the thread so you can't see it. But with machine binding, you have to have matching thread. Part of what has had me dragging my feet is the thread box because it's quite pricey. But I think that I'm going to need to take the plunge and get the thread box and start doing machine applique. So that I'm thinking about starting with this block so that I can get it done. So I'm a little nervous about it. And I might just do a live video for when I open that thread box because it has me a little bit nervous about getting it. It's such a big purchase. So that's why I'm dragging my feet with this. But I'm going to start to try to get good at machine applique. And I'm hoping that it goes okay. I hope. So that's my story about this one, but I'm super excited about it. I love it. And I'm hoping to start machine appliquing and binding to start whipping out some stuff a little bit faster than I have been. Also, the story for this one. So we still have fabric kits in the shop. If anybody's interested in joining in and doing this, we have the Remix Club, which people are still signing up for, which I love. I'm out of Prim shapes, but they are in transit to me now and they should be arriving soon. So I will have Prim shapes and more Autumn Love shapes. I still have some Autumn Love in the shop. I think only 2, but those shapes are being replenished and they will be in the shop again soon. So I just wanted to let you guys know if anybody's waiting on getting this because you're waiting for Prim shapes or Autumn Love shapes, they're coming, they're on their way. So that's the story with Remix Block 3. That's been delivered today with some other Happy Stitch Shop items. Yay! You can do it. The more you do it, the better we'll get with it. I hope so. That's what I'm hoping. Me too. I need to machine bind. I'm still on Remix 1. So you are ahead, Angela. I think Remix 1 is the only one that I have appliqued. I don't think I have any of the rest of them appliqued. I have a plan with Remix 2. I just need to finish it. I have a plan with Remix 3. I just need to finish it. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Remix 4 yet. I'm still, don't fret about machine applique. Just take it slow at first. And before you know it, you will be a pro. And remember to pivot, right? That's what I used to teach. Take it slow. Yes. So that's what it goes slower than the sewing, the interfacing and the shapes together is my understanding. So I need to have a little bit of patience. That would be awesome video to do because I have so many applique stitches on my machine and would love to use them. I think I would just do a straight stitch. Like the Juki only has a straight stitch. I could get out my my Viking and do the zigzag stitch, but I kind of like the straight stitch look better than the zigzag. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do is a straight stitch around the shapes. Okay. I think that's it about Remix. Me too. Slow at first is key, especially around curves. Yes. Especially around curves. Doing vintage house drive all by hand. And it's so slow, Wanda. Oh my goodness. Do a blanket stitch or straight stitch. Yeah. So that's my plan, is to do a straight stitch. I think I just don't have enough patience. I don't have patience. The good Lord is trying to teach me patience in so many ways. And for some reason, I keep fighting it. I just need to, fall in line. I can applique faster by hand than machine. Oh, I feel like in some cases I might be that way too. Off topic, though still regarding the queen, thinking of a fifth flea market pattern for my pillows. Thoughts about daisy basket weave. Thoughts of that pattern. Daisy basket. Oh. The fabric, the daisy basket weave fabric? Is that what you're talking about, Stacy? I think with the Lori applique method, straight stitch will be cute. Maybe even with contrasting thread. Maybe like even just a little bit darker. I think that could be cute. My machine has hand applique stitches. Well, that'll be handy. It'll be just whip through it. Okay, and then today we are going to be posting our Oh Happy Day. We're doing this as a quilt along. I just grabbed my blocks quick to share the ones we're doing this month, but the video is going to be coming later today. Here is one of the blocks that got pieced for this month. It's a big one. And here's another one. This is Oh Happy Day by Sandy Gervais. This is another fabric collection that is gorgeous. Here's another one. And the last one for this month, and I have a lot of this yardage in the shop, is this one. So keep an eye out for that video to come later today once I get done here. Okay, I think that's it. And you know what? I forgot to pull I didn't share this. All right, I'm not going to go through all of the stitch alongs that we're doing right now because you guys know, but I will say we are starting Hometown Holiday, the series by Little House Needleworks. We're starting this in July, so this will be invoiced for at the end of the month. I'm excited about this. We're going to do 2 a month, remember, so that's going to be added to. And then the next one after this one that we are starting in July, the next one is our Brick House sampler that Lori Holt is stitching with us. And this one starts in September. So there are still some spots left for both of those, I think, in the shop, if anybody wants to join those stitch alongs. No update on Poppy Cotton yet. Looks great, Angela. Thank you, Sandy. Yep, the yellow fabric. I like that yellow fabric. Stacy, the daisy basket weave. Did you want it for the back of your pillow? I think it would be adorable for the back of a pillow. I'm also working on Vintage Housewife. I needed to practice before I started the remix blocks. I love the blocks for this month. I have to catch up. Really pretty blocks. Yes, the Oh Happy Day. Yeah, that daisy basket weave is really pretty. It is. We just used it. Where did we use it? Yeah, we just used it on here. It's the yellow flowers. It's very pretty. I like it. I think it's darling. It reminds me of a daisy. It reminds me of the center of a daisy. Is that what it's called? Daisy basket weave? It sure is. Boy, that Lori Holt, she knows how to name her colors. It reminds me of a daisy. Well, maybe that's because it's supposed to. Okay, so this is where we're at with flea market flowers. This is month 1. So we had kind of talked a few weeks ago or a couple weeks ago about taking it slow with this one, taking our time and doing a couple flower blocks a month. And so this is it for June. And then next month for July, we will keep working down the column. And I think we'll probably do these 3 next month. If you get done with 2, and you want to call it quits there, that's great. But since both of these are fairly small, I figured we could do 3 next month. Although, we can see how the month goes. And if it's feeling like kind of an overwhelming month, then maybe we just do 2 and we leave it at that. That's kind of why I haven't done a laid out schedule, is because like my schedule has kind of gone out the window with fabric collections not arriving when I was planning on them arriving. When we're trying to like plan maybe some little getaways here and there, and it's all out the window because you don't know when stuff is going to come and when I'm going to need to be here to be cutting stuff up. Like July is kind of a big month because Lori's collection comes next month. So I'm super excited about that. And I've got lots of stuff to cut up. And if we're doing that quilt along, the Oh Happy Place quilt along as a community, then I need to be ready to start that and do that. So part of it is with the flea market flowers, we can just kind of see how everybody feels. Let's see. Really pretty blocks. Okay, I'll order. I'm behind. I vote for 2. Lots of, camping coming up, vacation, kids off to college, etc. That is totally fine with me. So for next month, for July, we'll do this one. That's right under the 3 flowers. And then we'll do this one. That's the 2. So we'll do 1, 2. And then we'll call it good for that. Yeah, that's good. And it's good for me to have that reminder because oftentimes I'm like, oh yeah, we'll just fit that in. And then I get super stressed. And especially during the summer, that is a good point that, there might be a little bit less going on during the summer than maybe fall or winter stitching, Plus people need to be outside soaking up that vitamin D. You've got to take time for family. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. The kids would like to go camping a little bit this month or this summer. We didn't go last summer. I don't think we went the summer before because we had a new baby. So it's been a couple summers since we have gone. I think the last time we went camping was when I was pregnant with our little one because we went to Door County and we have pictures of me and my big belly. You are a good cutter. Every kit is nicely organized and the fabric is cut nice and straight. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that because we try to get through it, in a timely fashion, but it's really important to me that it's cut nicely. And I always err on the side of giving you guys a little bit more than less because I don't ever want anybody to be short fabric. So I always err on the side of more rather than less. So thank you, Debbie. That's so nice of you to say. I forgot to pull, I have another project bag to do as a giveaway and I did not pull it. So I apologize for that. So I don't have anything else for you guys today. That's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm enjoying the flea market flowers. You're an amazing cutter. Thank you, Sue. So thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. And one of these times I was thinking, your husband is doing a great job of folding fabric. Really? And he is so funny because he's getting better. He's getting faster for sure. And now my daughter has started helping. So that has been good. Like we're trying to figure out ways for me not to be doing all of it myself. And it's kind of hard because, my husband helps out when he's not working. And my daughter's home for the summer now, so she can help out a little bit more. So that'll be good. And I'm trying to teach her more about, she's kind of shadowing me right now. So that's what she's doing right now. But we are looking at ways of like, okay, I can't do every single thing. Like right now, every single order that goes out the door, I am touching, I am processing, I am packaging, I am doing. And then every kit that is made, I'm making all of that stuff. So we're getting to the point where we need to start thinking of if we're gonna, how this is gonna look and how it can be other people helping out as well, which is hard for me to give that up to other people, but that's something that I need to work on too. So good. This is all good feedback. Thank you so much for sharing that because that really means a lot. And in the things that we are trying to focus on doing well for you guys, it's nice to hear that we are doing it well. So thank you. Love Happy Mail from Happy Little Stitch Shop, says Renee. Sandy says you definitely need help in so many ways, Sandy. in so many ways. Okay, you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. One of these days I was thinking about just having a sit down and chat. Like I might even take the thing outside and we can just have a nice chat and not like going through all the stuff, and you guys can ask questions. And I think we have a lot of new people who maybe don't know anything about me, and so if you want to know more information, I don't know, what do you guys think about that? Would you like to have just kind of a chatty live where we can just kind of chat with each other and hear what everybody's up to? So answer the question below. I can't remember what the question is, but please answer the question below and comment. Next week, I will try to be sure that I have the project bag to do as a giveaway because it's gorgeous. You guys are going to love it. And please be sure you give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our Happy Little Stitch Shop YouTube channel. Please follow Happy Little Stitch Shop on Facebook and Instagram and join our Happy Little Stitchers Facebook group. And the other thing that I would like to do now that we're kind of past mid-year, at the end of last year and the beginning of this year, we talked about what do you guys want to see from Happy Little Stitch Shop. And so a mid-year chat about things that you would like to see might be kind of fun. So that we're trying to get you guys all the stuff that you would like to have. Yes, that would be nice. Great idea. Sounds awesome. Sounds like fun. Good idea. Bye, ladies. I missed you all. Angela, I hope you have an uneventful week. Me too. No fathers in our family, so not much. Oh, yes, that would be great. Question and answer. Great job, team. Oh, good. Yes, and happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you next week on Thursday, 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here at the Happy Little Stitch Shop YouTube channel. Happy Father's Day, everyone. Have a very safe and happy weekend. And I'll see you guys next week. Take care, everybody. Happy stitching.